I'm Joanne Marrick and I brought you to my office today. I did it the other way around today. We've been doing some beautiful things around Noosa. This time I went into work first, and from there now I'm going to get in the car and we're going to drive, and we're going to all the way back to where we started yesterday, but we're going to do the National Park. National Park, there's lots of different tracks and trails. You could take anywhere up to 3 to 4 hours if you wanted to. But today I'll take you on the major tourist track all along the coast. We'll see if we can see any dolphins. We may get to the fairy pools if we've got time. I'll get my gear from the car and let's go. So I've had the change and I'm all ready. Now I know I'm going for a bit of a long walk today, so Jimmy Fox is a great place on the river where you can grab a snack. So I've had a very British traditional bacon and egg butty and a coffee. So that should set me on my way, because the walk I'm going to do today is probably realistically going to take me a couple of hours. We're driving along Noosa Parade now, so Noosa's really great. We've got no traffic lights. We have lots of roundabouts, so I often have to go in and change my tyres over sometimes, but it's really good. And there's very, very few places where you have to worry about paid parking. That tends to be when you get further down the coast along the Maroochydore and Mooloolaba strips. All right, so we're coming into Hastings Street now. Some really nice designer boutiques along here. That's the steps that we started off on the last shoot that we did. And now this beautiful coastal road. So there's been a lot of money put in through council here. You can't see it that well from here, but there's a new beautiful boardwork. It's all been made in lovely timber. They've cut around the trees. They've put some new stainless railing and gorgeous timber tops. A lot of time, money and investment has been spent beautifying this beautiful area of Little Cove. So this is the boardwalk I was talking about. Look at these massive amounts of timber and this beautiful handrail. It just sweeps around smoothly. It's like a surfboard really, isn't it? I think what we'll do now, we've got a bit of a lookout here. Let's go all the way down the steps to the lookout and we'll go look back and I'll show you Little Cove. The views from here are absolutely sublime. I told you the view was good. Look at it all the way across, straight over Noosa Heads, Noosaville and North Shore. You see the building over there with the rocks? That's really iconic. It's an old unit complex. It's had a lot of restoration over the time because of the way the surf's come in and crashed against the rock face, but they want to protect it and keep it. Absolutely stunning. And on a day like today, you'd normally see so many surfers and paddleboarders out here. Still a few, but unfortunately with the COVID restrictions and exercise only, we're less and less here. It's still nice, it's still great that people feel like myself, they can come out, do some exercise and get amongst it. But yeah, you've pretty much got the beach to yourself and the water. We may see a lot of wildlife on our way. Look at this orb spider. Very refreshing. Okay, so that's the boardwalk over. We're now at the start of the Noosa National Park. I'm going to go across the coastal road, Tea Tree Bay, Dolphin Point, Granite Bay, Picnic Point to Hell's Gate. So that's a leisurely stroll. That will take me about 40 minutes. Council have been really hard at work. They're making it clear for us our restrictions. I think it's a great thing. They're making Noosa safe. We're abiding by it. They're pretty much everywhere and I think it's a great thing for our community. For the fitness enthusiast, you could actually do Noosa Hill. I'm not that adventurous today. It's 2.8 kilometres. It's pretty steep terrain. It's beautiful. Hey, how's it going? I feel on top of the world, but it's such a shame. This is a great spot, Boiling Pot. Really famous. It's a little pit stop, people stop, have a drink of water, but unfortunately it's closed. I long for the day that it opens back up again for us all. Look at the butterflies, it's so lovely. Can you see them? So they're migrating north in their droves, and at the moment the sky is filled with these beautiful butterflies, black and white, grey, and all the different colours, and sometimes yellow. What a wonderful piece of nature that we can experience. It's a happy feeling, hey? Not many people come this far if they're not doing the walk, so this is a little hub for locals down at Tea Tree. Really quiet and peaceful. So it's really not a cliche. They say walk up to the tall canopy and look up for koalas, and we did. And we're really blessed. There's a group of people up there actually taking them at the moment, and they've got a shot of it for us that we're going to show you right now. The most beautiful koala right in the top of the canopy. So I'm just over halfway now at Dolphin Point. There's two ways you can go here, the coastal track or the inland. Unfortunately, the coastal part, you'll see as we go past, is closed off, just because people stop there and congregate, and they just don't want that at the moment. So up these steps, you'll see the terrain changes quite substantially, so we'll go through this part now. So I've made it to Granite Bay. Take a look at this. It's a bit windy up here today, and it's actually hard to believe that I'm not even quite halfway. You know, I've been doing this coastal track for 16 years religiously, and I never tire of it. We're going to go around the loop now. I want you to see the view. It's really on top of the world. So this point of the journey is normally halfway. Normally what I'd do is I'd actually keep going now. I'd go all the way across to A Bay, right to the top of the peninsula, down the steps to Sunshine Beach. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to stop here at Hell's Gate and go back and show you the fairy pool. Hell's Gate, this is absolutely heaven on earth. Let's do it. So here I am at the gateway of the fairy pools. You know, I've been here 16 years and I didn't even know where they were or the fact they even existed. But I found out recently that they're in the Lonely Planet Guide. There's a little section on Noosa, and it's one of the very few things that get mentioned. It isn't signposted, it is off the beaten track, and it's best to be here at low tide, which I think I've timed perfectly. Let's go. I've got my bikini on ready, can't wait. I said I was excited, but I'm actually a little bit nervous. This is actually quite steep. Not for the faint-hearted, but I know it's going to be absolutely worth it. Okay, so here I am and I'm about to go in. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to de-mic now. So I just want to close and say that I've had an absolute ball these last 7 days filming my special parts of Noosa. Oh my gosh, it's not all of it. There's so much to see and explore, and I've really enjoyed it. You know, we miss you. This COVID-19 has really harmed our tourism temporarily, and normally here today there'd be so many people in here with me. We can't wait for you to come back. We can't wait for the borders to be open. Stay safe, everybody. I'm Joanne Marrick, and I'm going in.